I really struggle to form opinions, to form solid, strong opinions on things that I'll defend. Because I know how not smart I am, right? It boggles my mind that people can get so wound up over specific issues and defend them and get offended and attack people, like literally physically attack, but like online, all this sort of stuff, based on something that isn't to do with them, based on a not necessarily like an unverifiable fact. I I don't know for certain much of anything. So for me to hunker down and go, I believe this, that's a real flag in the sand kind of moment. Yeah. I have concepts. I have, loosely held opinions. I have some beliefs. But for me to go, yes, this is true, and I'm going to defend this point, that seems like folly to me. It seems like I'm choosing a external thing and going, hey, I know everything now because this is right. Do I know everything? No, of course not. So therefore, how can I defend that point? Let's get some specifics here. It's like with any sort of governmental political viewpoint. Is communism a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Well, I've got some opinions, and if I look at history, I can make my mind up based on the results of those sort of experiments with politics. Do I know if it would work if I tried again? How would I know? I can only judge based on what I've read and what I've seen happening. Okay, but what about a more right-wing approach? Yeah, small government, less control, lower taxes, etc. Once again, I've got some concepts, I've got some ideas, I've seen how it's worked, I've seen how it's not worked, I see the inherent flaws, the issues with corruption and freedom and all this sort of stuff. Do I know what's the best option? How can I? Same thing with liberalism, same thing with, taxing the poor, same thing with anything. I don't have a strong enough opinion because I don't know enough. For me to say that, yes, I know enough suggests that I know everything about that topic. And that's just not true. And I feel like it's not true for everyone. How can anyone have enough knowledge to be able to go, yes, this is what I believe? Yet people do it all the time. I think people get caught up and they put their ego into their opinion. They put their self-worth into a position rather than putting their self-worth here. They go, okay, this thing is right. And then they fight and then they argue and then they criticize and attack and they go, well, you don't believe this, therefore you're wrong. I think there's a better option. I'm all for sharing opinions and saying, hey, this is what I think. But really we should be in a place where you can go, okay, this is what I think, but I'm willing to be moved. I'm willing to change my opinion. I'm willing to grow. What do you think of this? You don't agree with this point? Cool. Tell me why. Let's discuss. Let's get some nuance. Let's work out where and why and how you believe this, but not this thing. Where's our points of difference? What do we agree on? Can we come to some sort of understanding? There's a reason that you believe certain things that I don't believe. Let's talk about it. Can we agree that we aren't omnipotent, that we don't know the full truth? I can point to evidence. You can point to evidence. I can point to experts. You can point to experts. I have people following me that believe me. You have people following that believe you. Who's right here? Could it be that we're both right from our own perspective and our own judgment points? Is it wrong that America invades countries? Depends on your viewpoint. If you believe they're invading to stop an evil cult, sounds like a good thing, right? If you believe that they're invading to steal oil, sounds like a bad thing. Or does it? Well, it depends on your viewpoint and what you believe. Do you have the belief that might makes right? Do you have the belief that if you're strong, you should step in and help the weak? Do you have some third opinion? Do you believe that countries should stay to themselves? Why do you have these beliefs? Let's have a dialogue. Because if you say this is right, this and everything else is wrong, there's no dialogue here. And unfortunately, stating and yelling your belief and opinion will only be preaching to the converted. You yelling whatever your opinion is on whatever topic will only convince people that are already convinced. So you're not actually doing anything other than raising your status in that community. And if that's your goal, you're not going to be listening to this sort of thing because you know what you're doing. However, if you're not aware of that, if you're just saying, this is what I believe, no discourse, you're stopping the conversation. I worked at a religious school once, and a student said to me, "Hey, sir," and came up to me and said, "Hey, sir, why don't you believe in my God?" And just making that assumption. And I said, "Well, you don't know what I believe." But rather than trying to convince me of the benefits of believing in God with words, why don't you let your actions show? Because if you're a true believer, if your opinion of this matter is correct, surely your life will be demonstrating of the beauty of your God, of the beauty of your lifestyle that you're trying to push upon me right now. Because you can say all the words to me, and I can say all the words back, and we can have this argument. But the better expression of your opinion, of your perspective, would be to live a good life. Live the benefits of being faithful to your faith. And then if I see that, I can go, okay, maybe this guy's onto something. Maybe I will go down that path. Just a thought. I'm going to be doing daily videos, guys. So if you like what I'm doing here, please click like, share, and subscribe for more. Catch ya.